Hello guys, it's me, the Science Guy 100 here. This is like my 4th, 5th, 8th, millionth time shooting this because I keep burning myself. Yes, I burn myself. These lights are hot back here. I got tons of lights on me, but today I'm just going to be showing you guys a, I don't know about quick. This could be from, I don't know, 5 minutes to 3 hours long. This video, because there's a lot I could go over and there's a lot I might not go over. So basically what, I don't know if I already said this, but basically what a show-off video is I'm going to be taking my old technology and just showing it off to you guys because I'm better than you and you guys are losers. Because you guys don't have one. So basically I'm just going to be showing this off, moving the camera around, showing you guys inside and outside, what this Mac's all about, how long I've had this, what's the story behind this Mac, and a bunch of other stuff about this Mac right here. Now let me just say, this is not my first Mac. I have had other Macs before. This is my second Mac. We've had this one for about, I'm gonna say 8 years, and that's before YouTube was ever started, I believe, probably around the start of YouTube. And then my first Mac was actually years ago when we probably had it when I was born. So let me just get into this video. Let me go move the camera and you guys are gonna see the inside of this Mac. And outside and all around and blah blah blah. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna start with the front, obviously. I mean, it's the front. Why not start with the front of the Mac? Because this is where it all starts. This is where it happens. This is what's up with it. So basically, here's what it is. I can't really zoom in on all this because I'm not using a professional editing system yet, and I'm not in control of the camera right now. It's on a tripod, so I'm just gonna point out things, and maybe you guys are gonna see them, maybe you guys can't. But I'm probably going to move the camera around so you guys can get some good angles, maybe a little bit. So let's just get started. Basically, the first thing you see when you turn on the Mac, which you don't see very often because obviously it's going to be like under your desk, not really on top of your desk. But what you first see in this Mac is the Apple logo right up there. If you guys can see that, it's right here. It's just a white Apple logo. So yeah, right there. I'm sorry if this video is unprofessional like all my other videos, but I just wanted to show you guys this off. Because I do say and blah 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 a lot. And I just talk a lot. Right here is, if I had this plugged in. Turn off, you stupid hater! Alright, YouTube, sorry about that. The heater was turning on in my basement, so I had to go handle that situation. And now that all the distractions are gone, I can get back into the video. Okay, so where was I? I believe I was here. I would think I was saying about something, if this was plugged in, I would be able to show you this. But this is just basically a CD, DVD drive that opens up and closes. It's very standardized in this, and then there's another one right here if I wanted to put like another one of these DVD drives, like for burning discs, or maybe I don't even know if this thing something this old would even handle a Blu-ray situation, but it might. So I might actually have to do some research into that too. Down here, right here, is this speaker. Is a speaker. I don't know if there's any more speakers. Right here. Then right here you have a power button, so if you wanted to press that it would turn on Mac. And right here you have your play button, and I don't actually know what that is right down there, but I know it's something if it's on here. Alright, so let's, I'm actually going to lift this up and move it to the back side of itself. Okay, there we go. And I will be right back after I move the camera. Alright, YouTube, so I just brought the camera up a bit. Right here is just the panel for plugging in monitors and stuff, so like that. Right here we have two, forget what these called. I'm noobing out right now because I do consider myself a geek, but I don't know too much about this old Mac, and I'm not sure these are standard ports on newer Macs or any newer computers. I honestly should have done a lot of research into this before I did this, but I didn't. I just wanted to show you guys what this is all about. Yeah, this is just an internet port right here. You have two USB slots right here. You have a phone jack right here. That doesn't have anything on it right now because obviously we don't have anything to plug a phone into. You have your microphone jack. And you have your speaker jack. Right over here we have a fan, big fan right here to obviously cool down this older machine. Then you have your power cord, noob. Power cord, and then another power spot. And I will be back as soon as I move the camera down there so you guys can see stuff that's down there. Alright, YouTube, so I moved my camera down to here. This is right under the panel I was just showing you a minute ago. So right here we have a monitor spot. You can plug in monitors here. And then these rest of the slots down here, you can plug in a monitor here. And then the rest of the slots down here are if you wanted to connect more monitors. Or put more like other things in, like a what do they call them? Like a game capture card or something like that. Like if any of you watch the Creative Ones videos, he's getting a Black Magic video. His gaming channel. He's putting a Black Magic recording thingy. I don't know the exact terminology, but he's putting a recording thing so he can record video games in there in his Mac Pro. But this is not the Mac Pro, obviously. And actually, I'm going to bring the camera up a bit. That's the part you guys just saw a minute ago. And there we go. So right here, we have this thing right here. Now, if this was pulled out, this thing right here, if this was pulled out, I would not be able to open the actual computer. But I am going to be able to do that, and I will show that in just a minute. So that's just for, like, there's actually a hole in this, so that if I were to pull this out and then put something in there, into the space right there, it would keep it locked. So, let me do a lot of other stuff. I have to do a lot tonight, guys, to edit this video, put it up on YouTube. I'm rambling. Let me just end this clip right now and move to the actual innards over there. Alright. Alright, YouTube, so I just zoomed out, moved the camera a little bit. So let me just show you guys what's inside this Mac. Excuse me, if you guys could hear that. Just burped. So, right over here, this isn't the panel to open it up, like in other Macs. This would be the panel to open it up. In another Mac, this is the other side. On the other side, this is where you would open it up. This is just a side with the Apple logo on it, and I will be now switching it over to, I guess I'll do it that way. I'm going to, now since I am doing this on a table right here, I'm going to move this over to the edge, and I'm going to lift this out and open that up like that. Just like that. What the crap? Oh, sorry guys. So let me just... Wow, that was really awkward. I'll see you guys in a minute. Let me go turn it off again. Alright, YouTubers, I've zoomed in quite a bit here. So basically, these are just the innards of the Mac. It's very interesting. I'm actually going to get into some of the parts of it because I think they're very interesting. Now I'm just going to point a few things out. Right here we have our DVD drive that was out here on the side. I pointed that out. Let me see if I can actually open that up. Over on the side. There you go. That thing over here. This is that. And it's got some words on there that aren't very important. Yeah, it just says follow proper shutdown procedures, stuff like that. This up here, I have honestly no idea what that could be. Let me just see if I can read it. If anybody can tell me what this box over here is for, I'm not sure. If I find out, I'll post it in the description. But right now, I honestly have no idea what it is. I know, guys, this is really dusty in here. Right here, we have a fan. And then, let me just pan down a bit. We have our circuit board down here. Let me zoom in on these thingies. These are the memory. This is a memory right here. And I'm taking a stab in the dark at this. If you guys know what that means, it means like I'm taking a wild guess at this. But is this right here the graphics card? Let me zoom out so you guys can see it. Is this right here the graphics card over here? I wasn't absolutely sure. But I could be totally wrong. It seems like it is the graphics card, though. It's an ATI. Right here, I have no idea what these are, but they make a cool sound. Please tell me in the description if I should not be touching these. Should probably get my hands off of those. If I shouldn't be touching those because they can damage the computer, but I'm not sure. I'm absolutely not sure about any of this stuff because it is very old. Now this is a, I don't know if it's a Desk Star. Let me zoom in back there. Ah, crap. There you guys go. Back here, it's a Desk Star hard drive. I believe it is 120. It is I believe it 120 gigs. I'm not sure though. I don't know why I'm thinking it's 120 gigs. I think I've seen it before. I think I was looking at it a couple days ago and it was like 120 maybe. But I'm not sure, so don't like kill me over this. Now, I feel these are interesting back here because they aren't plugged into anything. Things like that. So, let me zoom out so you guys can see all of the wires that are not plugged in. So, there's actually a bunch of wires that aren't plugged in, and I'm kind of worried about them because I don't know where they go. Like those and those. There's also some here. And then there's this ribbon cable right over here is obviously connected to the hard drive, but up here there's more, it looks like there's more places here. Let me see if I can zoom in on there. You guys can see that. It looks like there's more places to plug stuff in. And like, handle. Zoomed a little too far. I am having trouble, guys. I'll just leave it there. Don't want to mess with it too much. So let me just close this up, and I will give you guys the entire story about this computer. Let me zoom out. Alright, guys, see you in the next clip. Alright, me see if I can see my head. Can you guys see me down here? Let me see. Can you guys see me? I don't know if you guys can see me here, so I'm gonna scrunch down right here by the mic. I'm gonna actually lean on it so that I know you guys can see me. Okay, so I told you guys I would tell you the story of my Mac career. So if you guys don't want to listen to a story, then you guys can just go away. You can leave the video now if you really want to. But it's not too long. The story isn't too long. So basically, before I was born, my family was using Macs for the longest of time. We were using Macs when when we were in our old house, our old house about 5 minutes away from here. It's really nice, but I don't want to give too much away about that because it's just personal and stuff. So when we were in our old house, we were actually using an old Mac. It wasn't like this. It was like a thing. It was like that big. I guess it was like that big. It was super heavy. Not as light as this. This is pretty light. It was super heavy. The monitor was huge. This was before that LCDs or LADs or whatever. I don't know. Whatever ever came out, and this was before all of that. So basically, we were using that when I was born. We were using that, and then when I was maybe what's like 8 years ago, when I was like 5 or something, like 8 years ago, we got this Mac. My dad's friend, he works for Apple. He just hooked us up with one of these. He obviously didn't do it for free. Now that I understand all this crap, all this money crap and stuff, like $1,700 for an iMac, which I will be getting. And then he hooked us up with one of these. He gave us, we got a Samsung monitor that I have no idea where it is. And we also got this all hooked up. It was a really long time from what I can remember. They said it took them a really long time to set this up. But they got it done in less than a day. So it was I mean, my dad is the type of guy who wants to read through the manuals, even though his friends do it. Even though the guy who gave this does it for a living, he sets up Macs. He sells Mac and sets them up. My dad is the type of guy who likes to go through and go through all the steps and a bunch of other stuff. So we did that. And then I was actually the first one to actually use this. I played one of my old computer games, and just remember, this is running on OIS 9.2. I have tried to upgrade it. It doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to ever upgrade this, but this is running on OIS 9.2, I believe. And this is very old. This is before Apple had even designed their dock or anything like that. So it's just, if you got, just go look up OIS 9.2. OS 9.2 for Apple, and that's what this is. And then then there's a bunch of personal stuff happened, so we had to veer away from Apple for like I don't know when it's gonna be when I get my Mac, but about 10 years I'm guessing, because if we've had this for like 8.5 years, then I'll probably get my Mac in about 1.5 years, maybe, unless I get some cash or something, you know, cash, like I need fast cash to get my iMac. But once that happens, it'll be about 1.5 years, 10 years. It'll be 10 years that we will have had this this baby. So for about 10 years, we've been using PCs in my family. PCs, Windows computers, because they're a lot cheaper and easy. Well, not easier to use. Mac is definitely the easier processor to use. Well, easier system to use. But yeah, so that's basically the story of my Mac and PC career. So thank you guys for watching, and go subscribe. I may have an actual link to my Facebook page down there where you guys can like my page.